There we go. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and most welcome guests of the Club of Bahrain Elite Speakers. Today is a fine day. We are in the middle of the year, and we are here to start and learn and improve ourselves. I would request everybody to please mute themselves because I hear some feedback that I should not be hearing. So let's mute ourselves when we are not speaking. Also keep your Master of Ceremonies, can you mute yourself, please? When I say everybody, I mean everybody. All right, perfect. There we go. The feedback was from your side. See, Sergeant Shadal knows. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our meeting. It's a pleasure having you with us. Kindly make sure that you mute yourselves. Like I just elaborated, if you're not speaking, kindly make sure that your background may not be too distracting, or you can put a blur background on. We do have a virtual background that we will share in the chat. You're more than welcome to put that up. For guests, for members, we do request you to put it up. And keep your mobile phones on silent as well. One of the last things we want is while you're speaking, the mobile phone's ringing. That's something that is not good. Also, if there are any crying babies with you, kindly make sure, even if you're there with you, you can turn off their crying button. I don't know if they come with that, but you can try and look into it. Ladies and gentlemen, my pleasure to introduce our president acting for this meeting. And here we have the VP Education acting as a president. She is a charter member of the club, so she's been with us since the beginning, and that is 2014. That is a long time. But as I was just about to introduce her, I see that our president has logged in. So I'm just gonna switch gears and go directly into introducing our president, who is joining us from across the sea, not that far away, but the land that we call as Las Vegas of the Middle East, that is Dubai. Ladies and gentlemen, our president is here with us, logging in from Dubai. Give him a huge round of applause as he takes the first meeting of this term. Toastmaster Ali Saptan, President, the virtual screen is yours.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Please tell me if I'm audible, if you can hear me.
All good, we can hear you.
Thank you. And now you can see me as well. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just joining in now. I just want to understand on which part of agenda we're on.
Mr. President, we have just started
the meeting.
Yeah, absolutely. So you are right on time. Let us begin.
All right. Thank you very much, distinguished Toastmaster from Usman, ladies and gentlemen. This is the very first meeting of me presiding here as the president of the club, president of my team, president of my best family. So I would like to welcome you all and good afternoon from all the way from Dubai. I hope everybody's doing amazing, great. And I'd like to start up, first of all, with to see if any adoption of agenda needs to be done or any amendments need to be done. VP Education, Toastmaster Roya, would you like to take up the floor for a bit?
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. President. For now, there is no adoption on the agenda, so we can keep on. Thank you. Can we just raise a motion to...
Yes, please.
Yes, to adopt the...
Would someone like to raise a motion?
Mr. President, I from Salman would like to raise a motion to adopt the agenda as is.
Who can second it?
Madam President, I second that.
Thank you very much. I hope our secretary is noting down who has raised the motion and who has seconded it. Thank you very much. And I would like to start up with our guest introductions, please. If we have guests here, I would like to ask them to please step up and introduce yourselves. I'm gonna go and call out names. I can see here we have Jagruti Chadda, I believe.
Yes. Hello, good afternoon, everyone. This is Jagruti from Bahrain, and I work at National Institute of Technology and as a trainer. I'm a mother of 2 kids, done my studies back down in India, and I'm in Bahrain since around 15 years now. Yeah.
That's amazing. So welcome, so happy to have you. Welcome on board. Thank you so much, and I really hope that you enjoy the meeting. I'd like to give the virtual mic to Ms. Fatma here.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Fatma. I was watching you for a long time, actually, and I came and joined in this meeting as a guest. And I hope that by next meeting, I will be the member with you guys. And that's it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Do we only have one Fatma with joining us today? Do we have another one as well? As I can see two Fatmas here with the E and with an I. Hi, Fatma with an I.
Hello. Hi, I'm Fatima with an I. I'm working in National Institute of Technology. I got invited today to join this meeting by my manager, my boss, Mr. Sohail, and my colleague is here as well, Ms. Jagruti. So I will be observing today. It's the first time I attend such a meeting, and hopefully, I think that I'll enjoy this. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Fatma. Now, may I please give the virtual mic to, who do I see here? Taha?
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope, am I audible?
Yes, you are. Please go ahead.
My name is Taha, and I am a student, and I'm currently pursuing my Bachelor's of Business Administration, and I'm doing my ACCA along with that side by side. Currently in Bahrain, but I'm doing my college from India. And because of the COVID situation, I'm in Bahrain from past 8 months. So yeah, looking forward towards the sessions and hoping to become a member in the next session. Yeah, that's all.
So happy to have you with us, Taha. Thank you so much for joining in. And last but not least, may I ask Miss Mary Joy to please introduce herself?
Hello, good evening, everyone. From my end, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Thank you very much for accommodating me. Actually, I was able to see your team in the Facebook page, and I was really interested to join and to see how it is done in your country. I am still in the process of discerning as to where and in what club I am going to be joining in the long run. I am a book writer. I'm a teacher also, and I am also a mother of one, but I have more time now because she's already in college. So there's no more time for me to monitor her. So I spend my time productively refreshing my communication skills. So once again, thank you very much for giving me this chance to learn from you. Thank you.
Ms. Mary Joy, so happy to have you here with all of this. Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to all of the guests of today's evening. Thank you so much for joining us. And I'm pretty sure that you will be having an amazing time with us. And we will be definitely putting up a great show for you to see how it is and so that you can learn more as well. So thank you and good afternoon and welcome to everyone once again. Following up, I hope I haven't missed any guests out yet. I think everybody has been introduced. So thank you very much. With this, as a president of the club, I would like to call the business session to order just for the benefit of the guests. Business session basically is a session where we as the officers and the members of the club, we discuss different businesses that should be there and items that needs to be discussed and decisions that needs to be taken. We may look upon items that have been discussed already before to make decisions on it and some new items to be discussed. So please hang on there and see how this goes. As the president of the club, I'd like to call the business session to order. And the floor is open for any discussion or any previous items to discuss. Let's start with any previous items to discuss upon.
Mr. President, we don't have any old business to be discussed.
Great, thank you. Anyone else would like to talk about something new?
Yes, there is a new.
Please.
There is a new. I would like to just share it with you for the as an officer reports as a VP education. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Once again, as you know, last year we did the Toastmaster of the Year points, and we did an amazing job. Also, we had the teams for the points also, and each team has a leader. So I'm so glad to announce that we are going to go with it again And I will be messaging each and every leader of the team, and I will be sharing the points and how is the procedure going to be. So all that will be after the meeting, inshallah. And yeah, that's all. And also, last thing I would like to share it with you is the Toastmaster Mentors. So we had some changes. So I will also be messaging each and every member to announce or to tell them the new mentor, their new mentor for the year. So yeah, that's all for my side.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Sarada. And I'm really glad to see that how you've taken upon the role and taking care of the responsibilities as also kudos. That's the great work. All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, something that I've missed to do in the very beginning. I would like to call meeting number 170 to order. This is something that I missed. Ladies and gentlemen, a little bit of background about myself. Now, I have been doing this for a pretty long time if I talk about Toastmasters, public speaking, and taking care of different responsibilities in the arena of Toastmasters. And I have been affiliated with this club for past over 8 years, I must say, since 2014, basically. So for 6 to 7 years. Now, I still remember how I was asked upon on various times to take up on the roles of the officers. And I used to think that would I be able to do justice with the role that would be given to me? Would I be able to pull out and execute all the responsibilities that have been handed over to me? And because of that, I used to always step back on so many things and used to say that, please, to my seniors, if you can find someone else, let them do this. But being elected as the president of this club and the process that was way before being elected and nominated, I was thinking to myself, and there were a lot of storms of thoughts that was going on in my mind. And I used to think that I'm here to learn. I'm here to grow. And if I'm not able to push myself out of the comfort zone that I'm in right now, would I be really able to grow and learn and progress in my life personally, in my career life as well? How would I do this? Putting this thought at the back of my mind and in right front of whatever I was doing and pursuing, I decided and I took a decision that, Ali, you need to get out of your comfort zone if you want to achieve something in your life and if you want to grow. And on this note, today, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to set up a tone for us, for our family of best, for this club, for the term to come in. We need to push ourselves out of our comfort zone in order to achieve as much as we would like to, individually and collectively. We as individuals, we have our goals. If we combine them together, becomes the collective goal of our family, of our club. So we need to push ourselves outside of the comfort zone to gain what we're looking for and to achieve what we want from our lives. I'm pretty sure this is what our founder of Toastmasters International would have seen in most of the youngsters and people, that they need to also grow and learn in their lives. And thus the foundation of Toastmasters International back in Santa Ana, California in 1929. And today we can see ourselves benefiting from this platform on various levels. Once you get on this floor and you start learning and achieving, you can see what kind of an effective communicator you become, an effective leader you become, an effective listener that you're becoming. So ladies and gentlemen, let us start our term with this note that we need to push ourselves out of the comfort zone in order to achieve our goals individually and collectively. Ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you very much. With this, I'd like to continue with the items of the agenda. I'm sure that we have some new members to be inducted. So quickly to match on time as well, may I please ask our VP membership to take over the virtual stage and go ahead with your responsibilities to induct members.
Thank you, President. Fellow Toastmasters, it is now our duty and privilege to induct Mr. Sarada Prasad, our new member, into our best family. This is an important occasion, both for these members and for our club. These individuals have come to Toastmasters seeking to improve their communication and leadership. And we now have an opportunity to help them learn, grow, and achieve. I will now call our new member forward and ask them to join me at the lectern. Please withhold your applause until the ceremony is completed. Can I ask Mr. Sarada Prasad to please unmute yourself and turn on your camera? Mr. Sarada
Yes, I
Prasad.
did. Yes, I
Thank
did.
you. Mr. Sarada Prasad, you are joining a worldwide organization that has helped more than 4 million people learn to communicate more effectively. A member of the best clubs Toastmaster, you will benefit from a proven program of self-development. You will become part of an outstanding group of people who are dedicated to helping one another in a spirit of sharing and achievement. Madam Vice President Education, please note we have taken the consent from the existing members of the club before inducting Mr. Sarada to our club. Ms. Vice President Education, would you please
Yes.
assign a mentor to our new member?
Yes, I have spoken to DTM Khurram Salman about it, and he agreed to be assigned as a mentor for Toastmaster Sarada, and I welcome Toastmaster Sarada to Best Family.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam President. Would this Toastmaster please, with this Toastmaster, please stand up, or it's a virtual platform, or like behave like standing. As experienced Toastmaster, you been asked to help these new members to get off to good start. Do you accept this responsibility and pledge to share your knowledge and experience with our new member so that they can immediately begin to benefit from their Toastmaster membership? I am awaiting the response from the mentors.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, let me go ahead. Membership in the new club, membership in the club and in the Toastmaster International is a privilege that carries with it many rewards. Yet it also places certain obligation upon you. We are a group of people brought together to do things we could not accomplish alone. Our collective obligation is to grow and improve ourselves and to share our knowledge and experience with fellow members in a spirit of enjoyment. This means you work diligently towards your own self-development, evaluate others' speeches in a spirit of support and sharing, assist the club in reaching its goal, remain positive, and keep a smile on your face. We ask you, a new member, to dedicate yourself to personal growth, to share this great gift with your fellow members and help keep this Toastmaster Club strong and dynamic. Mr. Sarada Prasad, would you please repeat the following words? Hello, Mr. Sarada?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very
Yes.
much. I, Mr. Sarada Prasad,
I, Mr. Sarada Prasad,
in the presence of my fellow members of the best Toastmasters Club,
in the presence of my fellow members of the Best Toastmaster Club,
make this firm obligation
make this firm obligation
to attend meetings regularly
to attend the meetings regularly
and prepare fully for each assignment,
and prepare fully for each segment,
to apply myself
to apply myself
to the projects outlined in the Toastmasters education program,
outlined in the Toastmaster education program,
to participate actively in club activities,
to participate actively in the club activity,
to evaluate others in a positive, constructive manner,
and evaluate others in the positive and constructive manners,
to build open, friendly relationship
to build an open, friendly relationship
with my fellow members,
with my fellow members,
and to bring others new members in the club
and bring other new members to the club,
so that they can also gain the benefit of Toastmasters.
so that they can also gain the benefit of the Toastmasters.
Thank you, Mr. Sarada. Now, can I ask all the members to repeat the club pledge to its new member? We, the member of the best Toastmaster Club,
We, the members of Best Toastmasters Club,
pledge to support you
pledge to support you
in your quest for self-development,
in your quest for self-development,
to provide you with positive,
to provide you with positive,
helpful evaluations,
helpful evaluations,
to maintain a friendly,
to maintain a friendly
supportive atmosphere,
and supportive atmosphere,
to give opportunities to help others,
to give opportunities to help others,
to make your Toastmasters membership
to make your Toastmasters membership
rewarding and fulfilling experience.
a rewarding and fulfilling experience.
Thank you, everyone. Can we have a big round of applause for Mr. Sarada Prasad? And can I ask Mr. Sarada Prasad to briefly introduce himself?
Okay, myself, Sarada Prasad. I'm going to I have one speech to introduce myself today, but I'm little bit know that I'm very much proud to be a member of this fantastic club. That's called name as Best. So later you will watch me that I will introduce everything about myself. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Back to President.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Sahel, for conducting this ceremony such seamlessly and in a very effective manner. Thank you so much. Kudos on that. I was looking at, all right. We had a guest joining in. I think he's dropped the call already, so we will move on to what comes next. So now is the time, ladies and gentlemen, to introduce our educational session of today's evening. And in order to take us through this segment of today's evening, we have a very special member who's going to be taking us through keeping up in mind what is the theme of the day. Me and this person, we go way back. We are literally like brothers together. And as far as I can remember, he has been working as a training instructor, I would say drill instructor in the Civil Defense Force. In order to take us through the rest of the meeting, please welcome on stage the Toastmaster of the day, none other than distinguished Toastmaster Jahangir Khan. The stage is yours.
Thank you, Mr. President, fellow Toastmasters, and our dear guests from around the world. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to one and all. Now, I was really inspired by the message which our latest, the newest president has given. He has covered everything when it comes to the theme of the meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, the football fever is on. I don't know if all of you do follow football, but those who do follow, we have been stuck to our television for hours because the Euro Cup, which we are having this year, is getting dramatic every single game. Now we have come down to two teams. One is England and the other one is Italy. There will be lots of fun facts which I'll be sharing with you, but just to start up with, I would like to share with you
Did we just lose our master ceremony?
Kind of feels like we did, yeah.
go.
Right on the interesting fact of whatever the facts he was about to give us.
Right.
Oh, he's back.
He's back, yeah.
Yes, can you hear me? Were you able to get the fact or no?
I think we missed it. That's the part we missed.
Okay. Okay, I was saying England and Italy in the group stages, they didn't get a single goal conceded by the opponents. So they were the only ones who scored the goal in the group stages of the Euro Cup. That is something really. Now, when it comes to the Euro Cup, today I'll be asking you about your favorite team. I was sharing this with the members in the beginning when we were having the warm up in the beginning, that it's really funny, but it's a true thing with most of the people. Now, when we are kids, we start following one team because we watched their game when we were little, young kids. And since then, we make that team as our favorite team till, we leave this planet Earth. For no reason, we start following that team, and till the very end, we are like, this is my team. For no reason. The same goes with me. I remember the first time I was so interested into the football, that was 2002 FIFA World Cup, when Ronaldo scored 2 goals against my favorite from that time, Germany. So, ladies and gentlemen, since then, Germany has been my favorite, and this year we didn't do well in the Euro Cup, but today we'll be listening from all of you. What is that one team that you are really interested in?
We lost him again.
Again, we could touch.
May I suggest that if we all close our video, it might be better for him.
Wouldn't mind doing that. We can do it. Fine.
I think as a suggestion, I think if we all switch off our video, that would help.
Was there a glitch again?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, there was.
Oh, sorry. I will continue. Let me see. How's it now?
It's working so far. So you can go ahead.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, without wasting more time with the glitch or any such issue, I would like to continue with the agenda. The first up we have is the role of the grammarian. The grammarian of our today's meeting is Toastmaster Colin Lobo. Before I introduce any role player, I would request the role players to answer 2 questions, very, very short questions, so they have to answer. Our grammarian for today is Colin Lobo. So Colin, I want to know, is there any team which you follow in the Euro, in the Europe or anywhere else as a football fan? And do you have any one goal which you want to achieve during this term with best? Colin, please.
All right. Thank you very much, our lively Toastmaster DTM Jahangir Khan, for that lovely introduction. I will answer the first question first. I am currently not supporting any team in the football cup, etc. However, I am gonna watch in tomorrow's UFC event. If you guys are watching that in Conor McGregor versus Dustin Poirier. Secondly, what is my goal for Toastmasters this year? Our new VPE had asked, what is your goal? What is your vision for this 1 year? My vision or my aim this year is to become DTM, and hopefully, Lord willing, that will happen this year. Now, with the role of the grammarian, the main purpose of a grammarian is to encourage and commend the good use of language by speakers and other meeting participants. Now, I will introduce the word of the day, that is peppy, which is lively and high-spirited, much like a football fan's game, etc. So in using it in a sentence, the cheerleader was overly peppy at the football game in an effort to pump up the crowd. Peppy is an adjective. It's North American slang. So it communicates lively and high-spirited. So over to our peppy master of ceremonies here today, DTM Jahangir Khan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Colin Lobo, for the introduction of the word of the day, along with the role of the grammarian for the benefit of the guest. Moving forward, the next role player for today's meeting is our R counter. Our R counter for today is Toastmaster Ahmed Haji. I'm pretty sure that he does follow football and he should be having one team as his favorite team. So Ahmed, can you please share with us your favorite football team in the Euro Cup? Along with that, can you please also tell us what is their one goal which you want to achieve this year? Ahmed Haji.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. So going back to your question, as a child, I used to like Brazil, but that was a long time ago, and now I don't really support anyone. I just don't want to see. I just don't want to see football coming home this year, so I'm rooting for Italy. So back to my role. My role as an accounter is to count the ahs and ums and unnecessary sounds or repetitive words you may use when you're speaking on stage. That includes me. So the filler words that you might use that affect the effectiveness of a speech. And I'll present my report in the end when called upon by the general evaluator. And that's about it for me. I hope that this meeting becomes peppy for this. Yeah, back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ahmed Haji, our accountant today. Next up, we have the role of the timer. Our timer for today is Toastmaster Umar Mukhtar. Can I please request Umar, can you please introduce your role? Along with that, give us the answer to the two questions which I'm been asking everyone. Your favorite football team in the Euro Cup in specific or any in general. Along with that, what is that one goal which you want to achieve this year?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today, my role as a timer, I'll be looking forward for the time. Before I answer the questions, let me just go through my criteria of time, what I'll be doing throughout the meeting. The timing criteria for Toastmaster Mentors
Hello. Hello.
be
Doesn't
doing
seem to be
throughout
a
the
good
meeting.
happy day.
The timing criteria for Toastmaster Sarada, 4 minutes is green light, 5 minutes is yellow light, and 6 minutes is red light. 30 seconds is a grace period for Toastmaster Sarada. The same goes for Toastmaster Sohail and Toastmaster Rohan. Their timing is 5 to 7 minutes, 5 minute green light, 6 minute yellow light, and 7 minute red light. 30 seconds is a grace period for each speaker. Just like that, the table topic session is from 1 to 2 minutes. On 1 minute, I'll turn on green, 1.5 amber, and 2 minute red light. 30 seconds is a grace period. For evaluation, 2 to 3 minutes, 2 minute green light, 2.5 amber, and 3 minute red light. 30 seconds is a grace period for all the speakers. And in the end, I'll be giving my report to the general evaluator. So that's what I'll be doing throughout the meeting. The questions which was put forward for me, the team I like right now for the match which is going on, which will be going on, is Italy. I'm hoping Italy will go through it and they'll win their game of the evening. And the goal I want to achieve.
Should we just
Thank you, Toastmaster Omar. Is the timing criteria clear to everyone? Hello.
Yes,
Yes.
DTM is clear.
Yes.
It is clear, right? So we will be, thank you Toastmaster Omar Mukhtar. We'll be going next to the introduction of our general evaluator, someone who will be evaluating the entire meeting along with the team members. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our general evaluator. Once again, I would request our general evaluator to answer the two questions. If there is any one team which he's supporting in the Euro Cup or in general, along with that, what is that one goal which he wants to achieve in this term? Ladies and gentlemen, our general evaluator for today, DTM Thuraya Juma.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies, Toastmasters, and guests. A very good afternoon, good evening to all of you. The role of general evaluator is to observe the meeting from the start till the end, and at the end, I will give my observation, what the club and all role players did well, and where we can improve in the upcoming meetings. Now, answering the question of our MC for today regarding the teams, the football teams, I will say I'm not a fan of football, but when we were kids, of course, if there is a house with the boys, they will be always fighting and watching these events. So we will be watch the event with them. So at that time, years back ago, I used to like the following teams: Argentina, Brazil, and of course, Germany. When we started the meeting, I teased the MC and I said, "Oh, I support England." By that, my goal finally for my goals again, I would love to finish my second path and achieve a DTM for this year. This is on Toastmaster side, and my professional side is again to get one of the certificate which I kept delaying for long, and this year is the time to achieve that. By that, back to you, and I wish everyone a wonderful meeting. Back to you, MC.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. I wish you all the very best to achieve your goals professionally and in the Toastmasters. Along with that, to all the other role players who have shared their goals, wishing you all the very best. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special session, exclusive in Best. It's called Know Your Member. So this time, today, in our meeting, the session will be conducted by distinguished Toastmaster Khurram Salman. DTM Khurram Salman, which team are you supporting? And what is that one goal which you want to achieve this term? Please welcome DTM Khurram Salman.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies. Most of you know that I'm not a huge football fan. I will support whichever team brings the cup home. I don't know if that will be England or that would be, I guess, Italy. So both countries are beautiful. Whichever team wins, I'm supporting that one. And regarding the goals that I have for this, I do want to speak more. I'm not going to put levels against that because, you know, I don't have a really good track record ever since I got my first DTM, but speak more and hopefully achieve my PMP in terms of the professional side. So I'm looking forward to that. All right, let's begin. In terms of our members that we're going to be introducing today, there's only one guy that I have. How this usually works is the whole idea of this whole thing was that I will introduce, give a little bit of clues, and I will ask you to keep guessing so and so. This way, you will find out a bit more about the member that you may already know. And then we'll move on and let you know who that gentleman or lady really is. All right, this particular person that I'm about to introduce was born in the 1980s. Seeing as that most of them over here, I will move on. This particular gentleman also went to the University of Bahrain. Once again, most of us. This person works in a particular place, but that's not really his passion. He would rather be doing something else. Once again, quite general. Let's go. This particular person was named because the person who was naming that particular person saw that name on the list of in the hospital when you go and you have to write the name of the child. That name was mentioned above in the list somewhere. And the person naming that thought, oh, that's a nice name. I will name this child this. Interested yet? Take a guess.
Is it our president?
That is correct. That is very, that is correct. Ladies and gentlemen, the person who I wanted to introduce to you was our president, Toastmaster Alisip Payne. He did go to UAB, as most of you know. He couldn't continue over there, but he is in the process of getting his bachelor's as we now speak. So working and studying at the same time. He would rather be producing music, especially in the genre of EDM, that is electronic dance movement, I believe. It's a lot of that sort. And even though he's been with DHL for about 10, 20 years now, it is 10 though, but it feels more like 20 because he's been there forever. So he would rather be producing music. And he is our president. As of now, he loves traveling. He's over there. Those are the couple of facts that I was coming to, but Ahmed Haji sort of jumped the gun over there. But thanks, Ahmed. Good guess. With this, back to you, Master of Ceremonies.
Thank you, DTM Khurram Salman, for explaining and sharing more facts about our president, Toastmaster Ali Sifrain. Very interesting session. Well done with that. Thank you once again. Moving forward, ladies and gentlemen, today we are having 3 prepared speakers, 1 icebreaker speech and 2 level 1 project 2A speeches. Now, before we move on, I have been notified that our timer is not in the meeting. Madam Vice President Education, can you please confirm on that?
Yeah, he has, I think, a technical issue. Just is coming back.
Can we have a replacement till if he's not here? Can we have a backup timer?
I can do it. I can do it.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ali Sittain. So for the speakers and the evaluators, the backup timer would be Ali Sittain in case Omar is not there. Along with Toastmaster Omar, Toastmaster Ali Sittain will be timing as well. So when you're delivering your speeches, please make sure that you are having these 2 pictures, 2 screens pinned, so you can see the timing cards being shown. Ladies and gentlemen, our first speaker for today is our newest member to the club, Toastmaster.
Master Ceremony, I'm sorry, MC.
Yes.
I just realized I'm using my other laptop and I don't have the cards.
Okay.
I can time, I don't have the cards yet. Can I use my screen? Look, this is my suggestion. I can if you guys can see me, I'm using the Toastmasters app, so maybe I can.
No, we don't see that. That would be, no, I'm sorry.
I think if you remove the virtual background, it'll work.
I think I gotta remove the virtual background, yeah.
Yeah, but you need to remove it first. Okay, so you will be showing it.
Yeah, just 1 second.
Because we need to, it would be.
Let me just set this up first quickly, just give me a moment. Is it better?
Blurry.
President,
can we
if
have?
You don't mind, I can do it for the first speech because I have all the setup with me, with all your permission.
Sure, not a problem. As long as it's easier and convenient for the.
Thank you, thank you, volunteers. But I would prefer if we have a proper, if someone has a proper setup, because Suhail himself is a speaker. PP Education, can
I'm
you please?
trying to download it. I'm trying to download them. Just give me a moment.
Okay, for the first speaker, let us use Suhail as the timer. In the meantime, Toastmaster Roy Adil, can you please check with our timer if you can solve the issue?
Okay, I will double check and let you know. Actually, there is also one change, or it's not a change, just to inform you. The third evaluator, Toastmaster Roshan, he is a guest. He told me that he will be late for 5 to 10 minutes.
No worries. In the meantime, if he's not here, we'll look into someone to replace him. Moving forward, if we can have.
Omar is here. Omar is here.
Omar is here. Omar, can you please confirm? We are a bit running out of time. We were on time. Had to make sure we were on time. Can we please check, Omar?
Toastmaster Omar, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. Sorry for the glitch. I don't know what happened to my net. My phone got off. My net is off. Now I'm back.
Okay.
Can you please show us the lights? We need to proceed, Omar, or the background, green, yellow, red.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Omar. So we
You're
will
welcome.
continue. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, our first speaker for today is Toastmaster Sarada. He is the newest member added to the club. He has been very enthusiastic to present his first speech to the club for a very long time. Ladies and gentlemen, before I introduce Toastmaster Sarada Prasad, the speaker number 1, may I please request Toastmaster Roya Adil, his individual evaluator, to please present the speech objectives. Along with that, answer quickly the 2 questions which I'm been asking. Which team is she supporting in this year's Euro Cup? Along with that, what is that one goal she would like to achieve in this term? Toastmaster Roya Adil, evaluator number 1.
Thank you, Master of Ceremony, for your wonderful introduction. Actually, I don't support countries in the football. I am Madrid, as you know, a Madrid holoholic. And my goal is hopefully if I can do my DTM this year or after 1 year, and just to be a successful leadership for this term. And moving on to my speaker objectives, which is doing his icebreaker today. The purpose of this project is for the member to introduce himself or herself to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. Timer, please note that the speaker timer is from 4 to 6 minutes. And thank you. Back to you, Master of Ceremony.
Thank you, Toastmaster Roya Adil. Ladies and gentlemen, our speaker number 1 is yet to select his path. With the support and the guidance of his mentor, he'll be able to select the path, but we have the first speech same for everyone. So his speech title is My Life in 6 Minutes, Project Level 1, Pathway Level 1, Project 1. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome. I will be asking speaker after the speech about the goal because I want them to start straight away with their speeches. Please welcome Toastmaster Sarada Prasad with the title My Life in 6 Minutes. My Life in 6 Minutes, Toastmaster Sarada Prasad.
Thank you, Master of Ceremony. Challenges, what makes life interesting, and overcoming the challenges, what makes life meaningful. The quote defines that which kind of life I lived so far, and this is only known to my family members, my friends, and my colleagues. But this is not known to everyone, especially to the emerging group best. So please allow me to introduce your latest addition to the best. So good evening, everyone. Buckle up, as I am about to take you backward. Once upon a time, in a small city of India named as Cuttack, where Mr. Prasanth Kumar Patnaik, pharmacist by profession, and Mrs. Barada Mahanti, teacher by profession, were blessed with a bundle of joy. It was the year 1987 when your truly Sarada Prasad was born. The name Sarada Prasad means the nice fragrance during the morning in the autumn weather. The name given by my mother because she likes this weather so much. Now, don't be lost by counting my age. Let's move forward. And anyway, I'll do a simple mathematics for you. 2021 minus 1987. So don't be lost. As I told you, my mother is a teacher. Anyway, I am 33 years old, young, smart, not that much like TM Colin Lobo, and not that much handsome like DTM Salman Khurram. Friends, Sarada has been a hardworking and self-motivated person from the day one, who likes to accept all kinds of challenges, even though he doesn't know the consequence of the challenges. Because I believe the best things never come from the comfort zone. That's why I am here. I am the eldest son of 4 kids of my parents. We share unique bonding among ourselves by enjoying, playing, and fighting with each other every single day. How did we enjoy? We enjoyed like catching fish, playing with football with barefoots, catching lizards, playing with the kites, and playing with the marbles. Oof. I believe that this is not everyone are old that much what I am, but what with the 80s or 90s kids were did. So this is what about my childhood. But now move forward to my academic career. I have lots of things to share, but I can't share here. I will share in my next speeches about my academic career. Generally, I was an excellent student. Fast forward to my secondary education. There is a real twist which came in my life after my secondary education. My father, he wanted me to be a doctor. My mother, she wanted me to be a teacher. But I have no interest in both of them. I wanted to be a chemist. At that time, I was aware of my family. I have completed my bachelor and master degree in chemistry. Then after, I explained my parents and they understood me later. My professional career started in the aluminum company called Vedanta Aluminum Company in 2007. Later, I joined Bharat Aluminum Company, the best aluminum company in India. Then I moved to China in 2009. 2010, I moved to Qatar Aluminum Company, which is in Doha, Qatar. In 2011, I got the opportunity to join in Madan Aluminum Company, which is in Saudi Arabia, near to the Kuwait border. There is lots of experience of me. You might be thinking, what the real challenges which one I face, like language barrier, skills, different technologies, which are everything were new for me, but I never moved backward. I faced all the challenges as always. In 2014, a beautiful lady came in my life. She's none other than my wife, who encouraged me and motivated me. Since then, I have achieving a great and excellent results in my life. Now we are the family members of 3, me, my wife, and my wonderful son, Master Pius. In 2000 August, I came here in Bahrain. I joined Aluminum Bahrain as a technical supervisor. At that time, so many issues are there. But I resolved all the issues by my experience and knowledge, and I was awarded by our CEO, Mr. Tim Moore. And this is the picture. You can see I was awarded by our CEO. And one more thing I would like to add, the day before yesterday, I was awarded as the loyal employee of Alba. Please look at this trophy. So friends, as I began you, there are the challenges which makes you interesting, and overcome the challenges which will make you meaningful. I have converted all my challenges into successful story. But I kept all these things in my inner life and my close friends. But now the time has come that I want to challenge myself to learn the art of expression to yourself. And here I am. At the end, remember one thing. Your future is created by what you are doing today, not tomorrow. Thank you very much. Thank you, Master of Ceremony. Back to you.
Wow, that was a wonderful icebreaker speech. Ladies and gentlemen, please give Toastmaster Sarada Prasad a big round of applause for delivering his first ever speech in Toastmasters. Well done, Toastmaster Sarada. With that,
thank you so much.
Can I request everyone within the next 30 seconds, if you can find Toastmaster Sarada Prasad in the chat, and you can write down your feedback for him for the wonderful speech he has delivered. Ladies and gentlemen, in the chat, just select Sarada and you can share your feedback with him. Thank you. Next, the speaker for today is presenting from Level 1, Project 2A, Toastmaster Suhail Sheikh. Before I introduce Toastmaster Suhail Sheikh, can I please request Toastmaster Mazhar Ali, if you can please read out the speech objectives, but before that, you need to share which team are you supporting. Along with that, what is your one goal which you want to achieve during this term with best? Toastmaster Sayyid Mazhar Ali.
Thank you, ATM Jahangir and Master of Ceremony. Honestly speaking, I'm a little lame when it comes to football. So I just follow the news and whatever the friends and brothers of mine know about football. So I would be completely blank at that area. Coming to terms with objectives of this year would be to be consistent on the meetings. I have a role with the XCOM and trying my best to fulfill that role. That would be the core two objectives of this year or this term. And coming to our speaker today, Toastmaster Suhail, I do not have the specific project in front of me. 1 second. I believe it's project 2A.
Yes.
1 second. It's level 1, project 2A, path dynamic leadership. And the objective is to take feedback positively and improve on the suggestion.
If I may, please.
Yes.
Toastmaster Sayyid Mazhar Ali, it's a project 2A. So he has to present any speech and take the feedbacks from this one, correct?
Yes, yes. Take a feedback positively and improve on that suggestion on the next speech.
Perfect. Thank you.
So, with that, back to you, Master of Ceremony, and all the best to my speaker, Toastmaster Suhail.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sayyid Mazhar Ali. Before we move forward, I have missed out on this. Just 1 second, Suhail, we need to wait. Sarada, can you quickly share with us the team you are supporting? Tell me you are supporting one football team. We have a theme of our meeting. We need a football fans over here. Can you tell us about the football team you're supporting and what is your one goal which you want to achieve with us this term at best?
Thank you for asking the question. The team which one I'm supporting now, England. Sorry, I'm the against of this. And the second one, the goal of my life is that I want to speak more. I want to deliver more speech in this emerging club with the best, so that in future, maybe it will take a long time, I know, but I want to be the DTM. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Wishing you all the very best. Ladies and gentlemen, our speaker number 2 is ready.
Hi.
Speaker number 2 is Mazhar. Can you please mute? Mazhar, can you please mute yourself? Yes, thank you. I would like to remind something which requested by our Sergeantants. Please mute yourself when you're not speaking. Back to our speaker number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, our speaker number 2 is Toastmaster Suhail Sheikh with the speech title, Find Your Happiness. Find Your Happiness, Toastmaster Suhail Sheikh.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies. Everyone, tell me one thing. What is the feeling you are expressing now? What is the feeling you are expressing now? You can unmute yourself or you can write down in the chat box, and you have 10 seconds for this. Your time starts now.
I'm feeling very peppy.
Okay. Oh, wait. I can do a telepathy with my mentor, DTM Jahangir, and I can see he is feeling excited. Oh, thank you, DTM Jahangir and everyone. But surprisingly, I did not see many people wrote that they are feeling happy. Is it that difficult to be happy? Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Today, I am not delivering any speech. I am today gonna share a secret of how to find your happiness. A secret which I learned by not reading any book. I learned it from my spiritual mentor, and I have great respect for this person. He is none other than myself, Suhail Sheikh. Happiness has a very close relationship with something. Any guesses? Let me tell you. Happiness has a direct connection with success. And success has a different definition for different people. For some people, having more and more wealth is success. For some people, having more and more certification, degrees is a part of success. For others, maybe getting more and more fancy designation and big cars is their happiness. But as defined by David Henry, success comes to those who try very hard for it. Before I share the Guru mantra of success, let me take you in my memories. In my memories, when I was young, don't take me wrong, I am still young, mashallah, but I am talking about my school days. And I will today introduce you to one of my relatives. Relative, you know what we feel about our relatives. I will introduce you to my Uncle Halim. And he had no other work but only two things. One, to come at our house, eat and drink lots and lots of coffee. And second thing, to compare myself with her beautiful daughter, Shahnaz. Yes, he used to force me and set goals on myself without knowing my potential. And he used to say, so hey, look at yourself. Why you are not coming first in the class? Look at my daughter Shahnaz. Look at her. Look at her. She is doing so well. You should change your friend circle and you should come first in the class. Poor Sohail. The way he used to tell me, look at Shahnaz, look at Shahnaz, look at Shahnaz, I started feeling for her. Please don't take me wrong, guys. Being Muslim, our cousins can be our future bride. But I set a goal and I said I will beat Shahnaz and everyone else. I'll come first. I started working very hard and the day came. The day of result came and I went to school with my uncle Halim. And on the way, he told me that my Shahnaz, she came first in the class. And I was hoping that in this higher secondary school examination, I will also beat my classmate and I will come first. The moment I reached to class, I saw a big board. And there was a name of people who were in the ranks. And my teacher congratulated me and said, so hey, congratulations. You came top 3 in the class. We are very proud of you. What did I hear? I heard top 3 in the class? No. I was very sad. I was not happy. And I was literally crying and I was telling myself why I cannot make it. Why? What went wrong? And I was started crying. I was not happy. At the same time, I heard a voice, a joyful voice of one of my friends. He was jumping on the ground. He was enjoying himself. And I turned around and I see my friend Gani. He was enjoying himself. He was having his time. I went to him and asked, Gani, I don't see your name on the board. Even you are not there in the top 10, but still you are enjoying. What is the secret of your happiness? Ali, then he told me, Suhail, by the God grace, I set a goal for myself. After doing a self-assessment, I understood that I should come and pass the exam with 60%. And I don't compare myself with the others in the board. I compare myself with my own self. I don't set wrong expectation for myself. Gani's word shook me and I realized what I have done. I set my goal without doing any self-expectation, any self-assessment, and I was comparing with others. And this is what happens to most of the people. When we set our goals, our desire based on others' achievement, this is push all of us into depression and anxiety. Let me quote DTM Muhammad Ali Shukri. As per him, we all are unique. Even he says we are the one and only. If we are the one and only, then why we have to compare ourselves with others? Normally, I observe nowadays, we hear this thing, life is a race. If you don't compete, others will take you. Let me give you a Guru mantra of happiness. Life is not a race. Life is a journey and you have to celebrate your small or big achievement. Remember me, you are unique and you are the one and only. Back to you, MC.
Thank you, Toastmaster Suhail Sheikh. What a wonderful and beautiful speech you have delivered today. And during this pandemic, it's wonderful to hear such positive speeches. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll have 30 seconds. In the chat box, you can find Suhail Sheikh. You can write down your feedbacks for Toastmaster Suhail Sheikh, our speaker number 2. Due to the glitches, I do see that we are 10 minutes late on agenda, but inshallah, we will catch up. As you are noting down, sharing your feedback with Toastmaster Suhail, I will be moving forward. Our speaker number 3, last but not the least for today's meeting, is Toastmaster Rohan Jose. Madam Vice President Education, do we have our guest evaluator in the meeting room? Toastmaster Roshan Aliwal, is he here?
I think he's not here yet.
He's not here yet. So can we have someone who can step in? Otherwise, I have asked Toastmaster Ali Sitain, our club president, to be the speech evaluator. If there is no volunteer, we'll go ahead with Toastmaster Ali Sitain.
I don't know if there is any volunteers. Please step in. If not,
perfect. So the evaluator for Toastmaster Rohan Jose would be Toastmaster Ali Sitain. Ali Sitain, can you please confirm by the raise of hand?
I do confirm.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ali. The speech objectives, the speech is level 1, project 2A, same as Toastmaster Suhail Sheikh. So I don't think so the objectives need to be read out again. Quickly, I would like to remind it's that you have to present any speech on any subject or topic, take the feedbacks from the evaluator and implement those feedbacks in your next speech. That would be your speech objective. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Toastmaster Rohan Jose with the speech titled Sponge. Sponge, Toastmaster Rohan Jose.
Thank you very much for that, TM Jahangir. Am I audible, visible? And okay, I believe I'm good to go. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy goal or ideal. Greetings, fellow Toastmasters and guests. It is a huge pleasure to be in front of you all and present a speech. And luckily, it is in line, pretty much in line with the theme of today's meeting. So let me get right into it. As I'm about to complete 2 years of my professional life, questions have started to arise regarding my next step. Which direction must I proceed in to increase my chances of having a rounded life? I'm sure many of us has had these questions at various points in our lives and took decisions that made us realize the path to take. Now, I too have reached the point to figure out my next plan of action. And what has helped me in the past was to take the position of a sponge. Why, you ask? Let me tell you. My goal is to absorb as much as possible from the people I come across. Being fully present while having a conversation helps me to understand the essence of the other person, the choices that they've made, the experiences they've gone through. I can without a doubt tell you that it is through these conversations that I am where I am right now. So naturally, my next goal became to have these conversations in the best possible manner. And where better to do so than here at Best, where I'm surrounded by brilliant communicators who are living their best lives as well as striving to see the best in all others, as well as rooting for the best in all that they come across. In this limited time, I have been amazed at what I've learned just by watching you all interact and how I've been made to feel welcome here. The kindness and patience that I've experienced here has been used into my life as well, and that has greatly improved its quality. All of this wouldn't have been possible if it weren't for the founding members of this club, who have strived to create an atmosphere where people like me can learn to express themselves better. In difficult times as these, the positive nature of the members here have rubbed off on me, and that has allowed me to take the good and bad that each day brings in the right spirit. Coming back to my analogy of a sponge, how much of what I said was absorbed by you all? 80%? 60%? I'm hoping it wasn't below 50%. And therein lies my next goal, to speak in a manner that others want to listen to. Now, what is it that intrigues me when listening to someone speak? It is usually their experiences and their experiences and their knowledge. Yes, their experiences and their knowledge. And the manner in which they convey these is what will keep me engaged when listening to them. And I'm so fortunate to be in the presence of such individuals. And it is then that I realize the areas that I need to put more of my focus on. I believe that conducting myself in this manner, while keeping these things in mind, will result in me having a more balanced life. This brings me to my next point, which is to be of service to others. Finding the joy in adding to people's lives, directly or indirectly, while taking care of myself, is the pursuit that I'm currently on. Seeing people work tirelessly towards causes far greater than themselves have helped me to see the selfishness in my ways and made me rethink my priorities. I can see that many people here share the same values, and I know that creating deeper bonds will keep me from going into old ways and old habits. Like Henry Ford said, obstacles are the frightful things that we see when we take our eyes off the goal. Keeping this in mind, I'm now striving to live each day in relation with my goals, so that the distractions and obstacles are seen as something to overcome. And it is by doing this regularly that I hope to become content. Thank you. Back to you, Master of Ceremonies.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rohan. A wonderful speech. Thank you so much for appreciating everyone in the club. We are family, supporting one another. Wonderful speech. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, now you can have 30 seconds. You can write down your feedback, your comments for the wonderful speech delivered by Toastmaster Rohan Jose. You can find him in the chat box named Rohan Jose. While you're doing that, we do have a guest who has joined in. Can I please request her? She can just quickly introduce herself. Toastmaster Emily, she has already introduced, but we would like to see and hear from her. Toastmaster Emily, can you please introduce yourself?
Good evening, Toastmasters. Sorry, I'm not able to put on my camera. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Sorry, I'm not able to switch on my camera, but I'm delighted to be here. And I've really been enjoying the session. I'm a Toastmaster from Kenya, Kisumu Toastmasters Club. I'm happy again to be here. Thank you very much. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Emily. Welcome to Best. And we are glad that you are enjoying our session today. With that being done, we are done with our 3 prepared speakers. Wonderful speeches for the start of the term. Please give them a big round of applause once again to all the 3 wonderful speakers we had today. Before we go to our impromptu session, may I please request everyone, can we have the cameras being switched on so we can have a group photo which can be shared as a memory of this meeting. Can I request everyone?
All right, I'll
cameras. DTM Khurram Salman is taking the picture.
Okay, as always, we take 2 pictures. One will be just a smiling one looking at the camera. Then we'll do one with the thumbs up. First comes up the smiling one. You can smile in the second one too, just letting you know. All right, look at that. 1, 2, 3. No thumbs up just yet, PM Suhail. That's in the next one. Yeah, just okay. All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let me just save that, and we'll go ahead with the next one in 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. Thank you. And back to you, Master of Ceremonies.
Thank you, DTM Khurram Salman, and everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for some fun. It's time for our impromptu session. Today we have our table topic master, Toastmaster Rowan Lobo. Before we go to Toastmaster Rowan, and we have the 2 questions being answered. Toastmaster Rowan, which team are you supporting this year in the Euro Cup? Along with that, can we also know what is that one goal which you want to achieve this term with Best?
Thank you, Master of Ceremony Jahangir Khan, DTM Jahangir Khan. Which team do I support? I'm neutral. I just like to see the best team that wins. So looking forward to what happens on final day in terms of the Euro Cup. And what am I trying to achieve for this year in the new term? It would be to maybe speak as much as I can and try to improve myself each meeting or one meeting at a time. That's what I would look forward to.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, your table topic master for today, Toastmaster Rowan Lobo. Please proceed.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies. And as you can all see today, keeping in theme with the meeting for today, which is the Euro Cup, I am in my shirt, I'm in my shorts, and keeping true to the theme, I just played a bit of ball myself and come here and sat directly. So you can see my shirt's a bit wet on top as well. So I'm completely geared into the meeting for today. Having said that, I would like to pick out some volunteers maybe, and I'll start with Toastmasters who have not spoken yet. So maybe I'll start with Ahmed, TM Ahmed. Good. Okay. So the question for you today is, you and your team have just won the Euro Cup. How would you celebrate? You and your team have won the Euro Cup. How would you celebrate? Over to you, TM Ahmed.
All right. So, all right. So assuming I'm in the final this time tomorrow. So if my team were to win, and I'm going to assume that my team is not England, which I hope is true. So I would hope that if I win, first of all, judging by the fact that I'm a very, very sore winner and a very, very competitive person and a very sore loser as well. So first things first, I'll rub it in their face as much as I possibly can. As much as I can. I have been hearing it's coming home for a very long time, and it has been going to become very, very annoying. I am saying a lot of repetitive words. So, having said that, after the match festivities, after we've lifted the cup, after everything, I'd rather go back home, take a nice warm shower after a very long day of running around and preparing myself mentally for a match that with as high stakes as that one. I would be extremely tired and drained, so I would rather take a few breaks, take a shower, sleep it off. Next day, I probably do the same things I do and everything. I like to play games, so I'll be playing games. I don't know anything else to do. I don't have anything else to do. So that's my life. That's what I like to do. So for me, nothing will change. Only thing that will is I'll be happy that I won. The happiness will exist with me. The trophy I'll have will be with us. And that's about it. Back to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you, TM Ahmed. So from your reply, I understand that you support England quite a bit. So hopefully they do win and you are happy with it. So good to hear, TM Ahmed.
No, I don't support England. I don't like them.
Okay. But you still want them to win. That's what I understood.
No.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Cool. Anyway, if I can get the next volunteer, then TMMJ Torres, if I can get our guest for today. Okay, I see. Okay, I see you as well. Very good. Okay, keeping in line with the theme for today, my question to you is watching football a waste of time? So MJ
Actually,
Torres,
no.
is watching football a waste of time? That's
I
your
don't
question.
see it. I don't see it as a waste of time, because other than just the playing itself, it also instills a lot of values that are supposed to be on the longer term. So I've observed that each time people play football, they're very passionate. And that's really one thing that is lifelong, to be passionate with a goal, to be passionate with your team, and to be passionate in winning in life. So I think it's never been a waste of time. And I think being able to watch a football game, it really mesmerizes me, because people there are peppy, they are really rooting for their team, and they have one stand. I remember one time there's this World Cup wherein they were really trying to not just play a game, but to raise awareness on racism. And I think football is one kind of a game wherein you really have to play as a team, because you have such a big field to really run around and support each other. And it's really one thing that equalizes all. As long as they see the ball, then they start running, regardless of who they are and where they come from. So for me, football is never been a waste of time. Thank you.
Thank you, MJ Torres. You made a very valid point over there. Passion, that's very important, and raising awareness on racism. So, okay, according to you, football is not a waste of time, and I have to agree after all your comments that you made. So can we have maybe onto the virtual screen our next guest for today? I see guest Taha Malwanwala. Are you on? Are you still there? Okay, I guess not. So maybe we can move to a next guest for today, Jagruti. Can we have maybe Jagruti? Oh, okay, we do have Taha. Okay, cool. Okay, that's very good. Good to hear. Would you be able to switch on your camera, or you're having camera issues?
I will be able to switch on my camera. Yeah, okay.
Okay, good. Because I have a good, interesting question for you coming up next, keeping in line with the theme. Oh, brilliant. Good. Good to see you.
Yes.
So your question, Taha, is, are footballers paid too much? So are footballers paid too much? Taha, the virtual floor is yours.
I don't think so. Footballers are paid too much. It depends on the footballer. Each footballer has its own capabilities. It has its own skill. They're paid for their skills. And some of the footballers are paid extra. Like, I believe Neymar Jr. is paid extra, really more as compared to other players. But I believe most of the players are paid as per their ability. Not simply, they are not paid more. Yes, I think that's it. I don't know. more. Thank you.
And do you feel one day, Taha, that you should be paid as much as the footballers?
No, I don't.
Or you feel it's okay to be paid less than them?
It depends on my game. If I play well and if they think I deserve to be paid well, I will be getting paid.
Okay. Okay. So you are of you share my philosophy as well. Live and let live. So as long as people make their money, it's okay. As long as we make our money, it's okay. That's very good to hear. Okay, good. Thank you for that, Taha. So we move on to maybe our next, and I will take maybe. Can we have TM Umar? It's one of the occasions where we. He's a timer. Okay, okay. So okay, the timer cannot speak. So give me a second. Let me choose another one. Umar, would you be able to time yourself and speak, or will that be too much of an ask for you?
Umar, please unmute yourself.
Yes, I can. Thank you.
No, sorry, I didn't get you, Umar. My connection, I think, went a bit off. Would you be able to speak, or should I move on to
Yes.
another person?
Yes, I can. Just give me a minute. Hello?
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, good. So
Sorry
Umar,
for
your
the
question, no problem. Your question, your topic for today is, who is your favorite sports team and why? Who is your favorite sports team and why? I'm not going to keep it to football only. So I say, who's your favorite sports team and why? So you can speak about any sports team that you have and why they inspire you or why they're your favorite team.
Good afternoon and evening, ladies and gentlemen. The sports which I like the most and which I'm in nowadays is tennis. Because instead of playing with a bunch of people, you can just play four guys, and it gives you strength to focus only on two people rather than focus on one ball to get it to the other side of the opponent team. The game tennis showed me one thing, that nothing is with the strength. You have to cool down your mind. You have to know how your shot will go through from your side to another side. And in our life, we see such things. If we think about any of our situation, we can go from a normal side to a specific perfect answer of a situation. And if we try to embellish or try to fight for something which we are not capable of, we might end up losing it. And that is the time when we regret the most. If I could have used my mind a little bit smoothly, or I could have think on it properly, so I could have used this criteria in a specific way. So for me, tennis is the best game. If you focus on four people, you can know your answer well, rather than focusing on 11 people at one time. With this, back to you, Master of Ceremonies.
Thank you, Toastmaster Umar. I agree with you over there. Sometimes tennis does come a bit easier. It's easier to focus on 2 people or 4 people rather than 24 people or 20 people. With that, may I please hand over the virtual floor to our Master of Ceremonies, DTM Jahangir Khan to take it over. I see Jahangir, you have a flag of country. Which country is that, by the way?
Germany.
Germany.
Ah, okay. You're supporting them for the next World Cup or the Euro.
Always.
Yeah, they're not even there in the cup anymore. Oh, it's
Yeah.
okay. It's okay.
Thank you,
My
Toastmaster.
apologies, Germany.
Thank you,
Germany. My
Toastmaster
apologies.
Rowan. Sorry,
Said my apologies for Germany not going ahead.
it's fine. Happens.
We're just pulling your
It's
leg now,
coming.
man. It's okay.
It's coming home this year, right, Ahmed?
No.
I'm happy for Ahmed.
No.
Or they're like, snap, no.
Italy
Thank
for the
you.
win. Italy for
Thank
the-
you, Mr. Table Topic Master, for bringing in such happy topics and related to the theme. Please give him a big round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our general evaluator to take over and evaluate the meeting. Our general evaluator for today is Distinguished Toastmaster Thuraya Jama. Dr. Thuraya, floor is all yours.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies, Toastmasters, and guests. A very good evening to all of you. Now is the time to see what we did good during the meeting and how we can improve ourselves in the upcoming meetings. So let us start with the report. I was within the virtual meeting room at 4:45. There was already Toastmaster Roya, the VP Education, and Master of Ceremonies also was there. So that's really a good start, because if anyone of any guest join, there is someone from the club to welcome him or her to the meeting and have a good chat, so that the guest will not feel any. He will feel home and will feel the environment, the friendly environment which we have within the Toastmaster environment. Meeting started by the Sergeant at Arms at 5:03, which is again a good start, but because this is the first meeting in this term, we should at least start it at 5 exactly. So let us make a point that in the upcoming meeting, we start exactly on time so that we can finish on time. And this is one of the skills we learn by attending Toastmaster meeting, is how we manage our time. Then we have Mr. President introduce the guest in a professional and friendly way as well. We have the adaptation in the meeting of the agenda of the meetings following the Toastmaster rules. Then business session was really short, conducted, and the officers who were within the meeting spoke. We have the Master of Ceremonies start the meeting with a nice, I think, a strong start, link it with a theme, and he was ready. If you can see from the start, the Master of Ceremonies was ready with the theme, wearing the flag of the team which he support. Now, before we move further, let us hear from the timer. Can I have the timer report, Toastmaster Umar? If you can give me
Yes.
the timer report for the prepared speeches and for the table topics commentator as well.
Am I audible? Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, the timing for the prepared speeches, Toastmaster Sarada took 5 minutes 30 seconds. Toastmaster Sohail took 6 minutes 32 seconds. Toastmaster Rohan Josh took 6 minutes 42 seconds. For table topic session, Toastmaster Ahmed Haji took 1 minute 48 seconds. Guest MJ Torres took 1 minute 14 seconds. Guest Taha took 40 seconds. Toastmaster Omar Mukhtar took 1 minute 52 seconds. With this, our report comes to an end. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Is there any disqualification regarding the timing?
No.
Yeah, all right. Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Omar. So let us move to the evaluation part, and for our guest. So this one, we have the general evaluation. One of the segment is we give our speaker the evaluation And this is the time for our 3 evaluators to comment and give the positive feedback to our speaker and where they can improve. So let us start with the first evaluator, Toastmaster Adil, who evaluated Toastmaster Sarada. So Toastmaster Roya, can we have the evaluation? Yes, the floor is yours. Yes.
A smile is a powerful weapon. You can even break the ice with it. What an amazing speech. I really congratulate you for breaking the ice in a well-defined way. Who is Sarada? My speaker. Sarada, Toastmaster Sarada. What a well-structured speech from the start to the last. You connected all the thoughts that you wanted to introduce yourself to us in a good manner. What you like and what you dislike. This is what I love in your speech. Second thing, challenge, challenge, challenge. The most common thing between me and you, because I always admire those people who challenge themselves to reach higher levels. And 3, how you structure your story and you connected all of them in a 6-minute speech. Let's go to the things that you need to work on them. We are here to learn. We need someone to guide us, to advise us, to reach higher levels in speaking in particular. The first thing that I would suggest you to do in your speeches, first, don't look your hand to not feel or to not show you are nervous. Second, you have this much of stage of usage. Please make sure to use them to make you relax when you are speaking. Also, your camera, always keep it in your level. Don't keep it down. I noticed that it was down and you were like bothered when you are speaking. In summary, I congratulate you once again for breaking your ice and introducing yourself, Sarada, to us. But make sure to use the points that I have mentioned in this evaluation speech to see you in higher level in your speech. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Roya. Moving on to the second evaluator, Toastmaster Muzahar, who is going to evaluate Toastmaster Suhail. Toastmaster Muzahar, is he here? Let me check.
I am here. I can see myself.
Okay. Yeah, I can see you. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, the floor is yours.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Before I begin, am I audible? Okay. So, Find Your Happiness by Toastmaster Suhail. At the beginning of the speech, the energy that he started off with, it was very clear that he had put his 100%, and it was a well-prepared and a well-practiced speech. For that, I would first like to congratulate him on delivering a very successful, highly energetic speech, which was highly energetic throughout the 6 minutes and 36 seconds that he took to deliver, which means he took the maximum time given and delivered most during the time allocated. Unlike me, he had enough space, and I saw that he used the entire space and his body language. So he made good use of the environment around him too. He began with an interactive session, and he immediately used those interactions with a connection to his topic, happiness. Then he very rightly moved into the definition of success, not making us lose focus. He kept humor into his speech, not once, but at least 2 or 3 times that I noticed that he was humorous and with a personal touch, where he added a personal story that is very relatable to people who come from similar backgrounds, where we have our aunties, uncles creating a pressure for us, thereby changing the definition of success. He then rightfully explained that the definition of success, which leads to happiness without self-expectation or self-assessment, is one of the reasons why people are not happy. Having said that, there are 2 things that I believe, in my humble opinion, could be worked upon by Toastmaster Sohail. One is there was a haste of delivery at the end. Maybe in all that energy, there could be certain portions of the speech where you could bring the audience more towards your topic by being a little calm, thus having a wave of energy throughout the speech. Secondly, what I believe is the camera angle. It could have been better placed, which would have further enhanced the speech experience or the experience of the viewer, because you were utilizing the stage or the area that was given to you. With these 2 improvements and continuing the same energy and the same zeal and practice that I see that you have done in your work, I'm sure you will have a successful second speech. With that, back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Muzaha. So let us move to the third evaluator, Toastmaster Ali, who is going to evaluate Toastmaster Rohan. Toastmaster Ali?
Thank you very much, DTM Thariya. Am I audible and visible? Thank you very much. I'd like to start with my evaluation speech by calling my speaker SpongeBob. Please do not ask me why, but I just like to call him SpongeBob based on his speech. I hope the speaker doesn't mind. All right. So just moving on with the speech, I'd like to mention a few things. First of all, the way the speech started with a message which said, "Success is a progressive realization of worthy goals." Now, this is how you're supposed to begin a speech with something that is catchy. And talking about myself in person, basically, I am a person who considers myself to be a person brewing success, perhaps. So I was very much inclined towards what SpongeBob had to say today. So ladies and gentlemen, my speaker speech actually made me feel very peppy, because I normally echo the same message to my team when they're handling their daily tasks or perhaps speaking to a customer in a challenging situation. Now, I always ask them that, and basically I always ask them to use this key message is to listen, understand, absorb, and then move on with what you have to do. And I really appreciate and I congratulate SpongeBob today for delivering such an amazing speech with a very well-structured manner. I have come to understand that Toastmaster Rohan's goal is to be an effective speaker and speak in a manner that you would like to be heard and listened to, be an effective listener and learn from others, because this is what we're doing here. And he finds us to be the best and the best of the people where he can use this and hone his abilities. And he delivered his idea in a very well-structured speech when we talk about opening body and conclusion, with an ample use of time of 6 minutes and 42 seconds. To which I say, SpongeBob, well done. Your speech overall was amazing. You had few points that you had to deliver, and you were making us understand and taking us through what you are willing to do in your life and for what purpose as well you are here. And as you're helping family members, what are you looking forward from us and from yourself as well? So well done on that. I have few recommendations. If you incorporate them into your future speeches, I'm definitely sure that you'll be able to deliver rather a very effective speech as well. So the ideas that you've come up today is something that we all echo in different ways, because it's very much relevant to all of us, or at least most of us, if not all. So it is very important that you stand yourself in such a way that you deliver a strong point, because yes, these are your goals, but we got to learn something from it as well. So though you're talking about what you have to do, my suggestions are threefold. I would like to start with how you can take advantage of your husky voice, because you got one. So it is very important that you use of your vocal variety in such a way that you can emphasize more on the points that you have to deliver. Because if you start going on a monotonous level, we tend to go astray from what you're supposed to talk about. So use your husky voice to an advantage with a little bit of vocal variety. Memorize your speech. Referring to your notes basically can be really good at that point in time, but it is basically a distraction and you would not be able to deliver that point that you have to, because you're constantly trying to see what's coming next into your notes. So avoid doing that. How can you do it? You need to record yourself. First of all, do a video recording or do a voice recording. You can listen to yourself and you can see yourself that from viewers' perspective, listeners' perspective, how the message could be perceived. So use that to your advantage as well. Now, though you're delivering a speech on a virtual stage, you got to stage yourself in such a way that you are confidently delivering your point. I basically observed that you were sitting in a calm and relaxed fashion. So the points that you could have delivered in a rather emphasizing manner was not there. So overall, you've done an amazing speech. Use the advantage of your husky voice, memorize your speech, use the stage perfectly, and you'll be able to deliver rather strong speech in your future. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ali, for this evaluation. And by that, let us move to the timer again. Can
Madam
we have
General Evaluator, with
yes.
your permission.
Yes, Toastmaster Jahangir, go ahead. Are you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes.
We do have a guest. Can I please request Wafa, if I'm not mistaken? Wafa, can you please introduce yourself? We are reaching towards the end of the meeting, but yes, we do have a guest with us who joined in for a while now. Wafa, can you please introduce? Yes.
Hi, I am Wafa. I am 19 years old. I am studying in University of Bahrain. My doctor Thuraya supports me to join this club. I want to know about Toastmasters.
Thank you so much, Wafa, for joining in today. Definitely, Toastmaster Suhail Sheikh, along with DTM Thuraya Juma, will explain it to you after the meeting, and we look forward to having you again with us as a guest and a member soon. Thank you for joining in. Madam, please, you may proceed, DTM Thuraya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jahangir. And can we have the timer report, please, Toastmaster Omar, for the rest of the meeting?
Yes, sure, why not? Toastmaster Roya Adel took 2 minutes 45 seconds. Toastmaster Mazhar took 3 minutes 12 seconds. Toastmaster Ali Saptain took 3 minutes 50 seconds. And as
Do we
per
have
the
any
rules,
do we have any disqualification or all is okay?
Toastmaster Ali Saptain is disqualified because he is above 20 seconds on his time limit.
Right. Okay. All right. Thank you, Toastmaster Omar. Thank you. And this is the rest of the timing reports, right? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. And since this is our first term in this, the first meeting in this term, what I will suggest, if the VP Education and the club president allow me, is that we will accept all the speakers as, I mean, we will not say disqualification of time, just to encourage everyone, as this is the first meeting in this Toastmaster year. So please, fellow Toastmaster, when we are publishing the poll, just vote for everyone. So moving on, before we have the polling, let us move to the counter report. Toastmaster, I forgot, sorry. Toastmaster Ahmed, can we have the counter report?
All right. Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. For my report, from my end, we have Toastmaster Suhail with 1 Toastmaster Sarada with 1 Toastmaster Rohan with 4 pauses. and Toastmaster Rovan had one R, and Toastmaster Mazhar had one repeat, and guest MJ Torres had one R, and guest Taha had one R, and Toastmaster Omar had two R's. And for me, I had two so's, two R's, and I repeated a word 5 times. Back to
Thank
you,
you.
General
Thank you,
Manager.
Toastmaster. Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Ahmed. And I have to thank all the role players, by the way, for mentioning the role as it is supposed to be. So well done, fellow Toastmasters and all role players. Moving to the grammarian role, can we have, yeah, I will, Toastmaster Jahangir, I will launch the poll just after the grammarian so that people can vote for the role players as well. So can we have the grammarian, Toastmaster Ali, who was the
Colin.
grammarian? Sorry, Colin,
Colin.
yes. Yeah, can we have the grammarian report, Toastmaster Colin?
Sure. Thank you, DTM Thuraya Juma, for that lovely introduction. Now, with the grammarian's report for today, it was a very peppy meeting, if I must say so myself. The usage of the word of the day was 4 times, once by myself, or twice by myself. Once by Ahmed, once by Mazhar, once by Ali. So a total of 5, actually, if you count this right now. Now, with the quotes of today, I really enjoyed the meeting, and I noted down that each speaker had made a rich usage of quotes. Some of the quotes I went through were, "Your future is created by what you are doing today," by Toastmaster Sarada. "Success goes to those who work hard for it." "I do not compare myself with others, I compare with myself." "Life is a race, others will get ahead." "You are unique and the one and only." "To increase my chances of having a rounded life." "To take the position of a sponge." "Absorb as much as possible from the people you come across." "To speak in a manner that others want to hear/absorb." "Obstacles are the frightful things we see when we take our eyes off the goal." And as always, the only room that is never full is the room for improvement. So it's always good to see that we are improving every day. Over to you, DTM.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Colin, for this report as well. So let us vote for the best speaker, best evaluator, and best role player. So can you see the poll in front of you?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, great. So while you are voting, let me just continue with what is left in the evaluation and where we can improve. So as I said, many thanks to all role players for mentioning their roles very well. The BP membership did really well for inducting the new member, following exactly the regulations of a Toastmaster, how we used to induct a member as well. What I really loved within the Toastmaster, and I am sure also everyone noticed and the guests noticed, is that we have this within us. We jump directly to help if there is any of members cannot attend the meeting for some reason or not. That's really a good things we do to support each other. There is one mistake within the voting ballot, which is the grammarian. So my apology for that. The grammarian is actually Toastmaster Colin. So make sure that you are voting for the grammarian. So the name is wrong, but the person is Toastmaster Colin, who did the grammarian. Where we can improve, I noticed 3 things where we can improve, especially this is the first meeting of the term, so that next meeting we avoid what we missed in this meeting. The first one is the timer. When you, any timer, take this role, when you explain the timing criteria, please show the cards, because today the cards was missing. So next time, make sure that you show the card. The second is the table topics master. When you take this role, mention to the audience, to the Toastmasters, and to the guest why we are doing this session. And if you can repeat also the timing, because the timer is explaining the timing criteria at the beginning, but now is the time also to remind members about the table topics timing criteria. Third, for the business session, I am not sure if we checked the quorum or not. This is one thing. The second thing, again, related to the business session, we did not close the business session as usual. Usually we close the business session, so either I miss it or we missed it. So I'm not sure about that. And thirdly, we need to follow up also with the minutes. Usually we approve the minutes, which already we sent it by to the members through via WhatsApp. So it will be good just to remind the members that we already did the minutes of the previous meeting and it was sent via WhatsApp, so we need their approval here. So three things. So just make sure that next meeting we follow the same. We don't forget this. So overall, it was really great meeting. As you can see, all the role players were there, and if anyone was not there, this is the Toastmaster spirit. We jump in and we take the role. We support each other. All the role players were clearly prepared and ready. They explained their role very well, and then they pay attention to the role. And when the time for the report, they share their report very professionally. So well done, and congratulations to the XCOM for running a good show at a start. And I wish you all the best. By that, I will hand the control back to the MC. Thank you, and I will be in touch with you in a minute. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator, for your feedback, your suggestions, and points of improvement. I must say, the very first meeting of Bahrain Lead Speakers Masters Club, meeting number 170, term 2021-2022, was a grand success. Well done to all the role players. Big round of applause to our speakers, evaluators, each and every role player who was doing the job in today's meeting. Wonderful job. Ladies and gentlemen, the Euro 2021 football finale is tomorrow. I hope that you will be supporting one of the teams. We will be supporting Ahmed's favorite. I personally will be supporting England. I hope that the best team wins. However, I would like to remind you once again, with which I did start, with which our president did start, that something which is common between us as Toastmasters and the football teams is that they have to score goals. Over here, we have to set goals in order to achieve success in our life. So I wish all the role players, all the members of this club, best of luck for this term. May we succeed in our goals. May we succeed in our mission, in our vision, what we want to achieve. I'm happy that this meeting was conducted successfully. With that, back to Mr. President.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Again, I would like everybody to please join me in giving a big round of applause to our Master Ceremonies for taking up the role in the last minute and yet executing an amazing job. So congratulations, distinguished Toastmaster Jahangir Khan, for doing an amazing job. This is what the beauty of Toastmasters is. Like, you are ready to take up on any challenge at any point in time. So congratulations once again. And let me just leave you on this note. My operations manager, we are working in DHL. Now imagine a situation at the moment. By blood, he's Italian, and he's born and brought up, nationalized UK person. So I'm not so sure what is his situation right now, which team he would like to go for and support for. So I think no one else can be put into a situation as him. So he's literally sitting and biting his teeth to see what he needs to do. His birth homeland or his actual homeland where he has grown up. Ladies and gentlemen, with this, I would like to leave you all. See you definitely, inshallah, by next.
Toastmaster Ali, we have
Yes.
to announce the votes. I will be preparing. I need 2 to 3 minutes. Before that, you can ask the guests to share their feedbacks. I'll be done.
I'm sure.
Thank you.
I'm sure. Thank you. Thank you very much. May I ask guests to please step in?
President?
Yes, please.
I think a guest, Wafa, has a question. Maybe you can ask her.
Yeah.
Yes, Miss Wafa, go ahead. How can I help you?
What topics can we talk about in Toastmasters? What kind of topics?
I'll be very honest with you, Wafa, I've been getting this question all the time in my life when they hear that I'm a Toastmaster. I've got topics that we are supposed to talk about. You can talk about anything and everything, basically, on Toastmasters in a way. But it depends how the agenda is set. So for example, you might have seen, I'm sure in which point in time you joined the meeting, but we do have prepared speeches. And when we talk about prepared speeches, it's you as a speaker who come up with an idea or topic that you'd like to talk about, and you can deliver a speech. Then within the segments of Toastmasters meeting, there comes a point where you would be given any kind of topic on which you have to speak for a minute or two. So basically, this is a platform that hones your skills to talk about anything and everything on spot, impromptu, or even on a prepared speech level. I hope I've answered your question.
Yeah, very good.
Thank you. And do you mind perhaps giving a comments on how did you find the meeting today?
What?
Any comments on today's meeting? How did you find today's meeting?
Really nice and strong speakers.
Oh, thank you very much. I think you joined us last week as well. Not last week, few days back in our special meeting.
I will try, inshallah.
Definitely. Thank you very much. Yes, DTM for Saman. Thank you. I just wanted to let you know that Dr. Sarada has to say something. Sure.
Ali was saying regarding the speeches, to answer Wafa, we have actually here in Bahrain, we avoid speak about three things, just to make sure that you are aware as well. We can speak about everything related to us, except we avoid speaking about politics, religious, and sex. So just to make sure that all our guests know the policies which we are following here within the Toastmaster environment here in Bahrain. Clear, Wafa? And then again, Wafa, if you have any question, you can contact me. Back to you, Mr. President.
Thank you so much for pointing that in, Mama. Thank you very much. May I ask other guests who would like to please share your comments on today's meeting? Could be constructive, could be appreciative. Please feel free.
Hello.
Hi.
So this is the first meeting that I have attended of Toastmasters, and I'm really impressed. It's a good way of communicating and expressing yourself. And yeah, it was very interesting, very well organized. It's great. I liked it.
Thank you very much, dear. Thank you so much for your comments. Anyone else would like to share something more?
Just one.
Sure, DTM Jangir. I'm sure if you said just one more minute, I kind of lost you there. My request, since we are here to fill up some spaces as well, Miss MJ, would you like to share your comments, perhaps? How did you find today's meeting? I'm not so sure if you're trying to speak to us, because I can see you're still on mute. President? If not, may I give the virtual mic to Taha? Taha, would you like to share your comments and feedbacks?
Hello.
Hi, Taha.
The session was really constructive and gained a lot of knowledge regarding Euro Cup, and also many good quotes were informed, and it was very well organized. And this was my first session, and looking forward to attend further more sessions. Yes.
Happy to have you with us, Taha. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Mr. President. with your permission,
Yes.
can I request Vivian Freya if she can give me the co-host right for Elder Jahangir Khan and share
Yes,
the
please.
results?
Yes, please, Mama. Can you do that? To the, if you're the master of ceremonies, you already have, you are a
No,
co-host.
the other one. There's
The other one, okay.
Jahangir.
To Jahangir Khan. Can you give it to Jahangir Khan, please? Because I think he's sitting on two devices. So you see the name Jahangir Khan. If you can give Jahangir Khan the access of co-host. Done? Yes.
Done.
Perfect. This is a very special award. For every time who speaks for the first time in this in Best, you get the first time speaker award. So big hand to Toastmaster Sarada delivering his first icebreaker. So congratulations on doing this. A huge round of applause for our
Thank
first
you,
timer.
Ulma. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
This will be definitely sent to you as a soft copy, Shraddha. And the best speaker award I can see is right in front of me. So congratulations, Toastmaster Rohan Jose, for securing this position as well as speech.
It was a tie.
Was it? Okay. So basically, it's going to both of you. Congratulations, Toastmaster Suhail and Toastmaster Rohan. Good job on delivering such an amazing speech. Cheers. Thank you very much. And the best role player award goes to Toastmaster Colin Noble for doing an amazing job. Congratulations for coming up with such a peppy word of the day. And moving on, the best evaluator goes to Toastmaster Ali Siptan. Thank you very much. Ali Siptan, your speech was amazing. You came up with great points, so keep that up. Thank you very much. And the able table topic speaker, the award goes to none other than MJ Torres, Toastmaster MJ Torres. Is she a Toastmaster, if I'm not mistaken? Toastmaster Jahangir Khan? DTM
Yes,
Jahangir
that's
Khan?
right.
Okay, so congratulations, Team MJ Torres, for securing this position as well. So good job on that. That should be it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, and apologies that we have exceeded a little bit ahead of time. We should have finished almost 20 minutes earlier, but nonetheless, at times it happens. But I'm pretty sure that you must have enjoyed this today's session as well, and in future topics. And thank you, a big thanks to our Mama as well for giving us such a nice topics and points for evaluation. They're certainly taken into consideration, and I personally would work on it as well to make it better. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll leave you on this. We will be meeting definitely on 24th of this month. Same time, same place, virtually. So see you then. To all the guests, thank you so much for joining us. We'll love to see you again as well. So thank you very much. Have an amazing evening, guys. With this, I adjourn meeting number 170.
Bye-bye.
Meeting 170 adjourned.
See you. Bye-bye.